Hey, it's episode 42 of my daily vlog. It's a Monday, and trying to get back in the swing of things as usual on Monday. Got Transformers thing that came through. That's kind of time crunch, and in the middle of GI Joe, and a couple other things that I got to get done this week. So for today's little tip. I was thinking about portfolio reviews and showing your portfolio around at conventions. When I first got started, and it's been a long time since I've shown my portfolio at a show to someone, but when there's the editors sometimes set up and do official portfolio reviews, and then people will walk around to artists and show their stuff, say, hey, can I show you my stuff, and get critique. And when I was doing that, I noticed at a certain point I was getting contradictory things said about my work. Like somebody would say this is good, somebody would say the same thing is bad, or work on this, or they really like that. And at a certain point, I think there was an element of just whatever their personal preference style-wise was. If you show yourself to someone and they're just going, oh yeah, it's cool stuff, they're probably just not wanting to give you a critique. I've had people that, everything can't be cool. So I know there's stuff I need to work on. So if you're constantly saying that, I'm probably not going to listen to you. You're cool. Your compliments don't mean much then. But if you're going and showing your stuff around to artists and they're taking the time to critique your work, try to come away with one or two things to work on. And I know some people, like I just try to give one or two things. Like I try to identify one or two things they're doing really well and give them one, maybe two things to work on. Because in that setting, if people are getting a 45-minute critique with all these different, page by page, and things are just, it's too much information. It's better to notice the kind of the pattern of things that the person is doing that needs work on, and just mention that. So if you're in that situation where you're in a very long review by an artist, and they're just going page by page, and you think you're going to have trouble remembering, try to look for the theme, the common things they're finding on every page. Even if the person doing the review may not pick up on it, maybe just picking stuff apart. The other thing is, when you're getting a critique, don't try to justify why you did something. You may be right, you may have a point, but if someone says this doesn't work, you're not going to argue them into thinking it works. Just say, oh, okay, and move on. So that's kind of the rule for my own personal rule for showing stuff to artists. Now for editors, definitely don't argue with editors. Don't say, well, I did it because of this, or I did this and I think it works, or whatever. Just listen to them. And some editors will really pick you apart. And I think that that when editors are really picking you apart, like just minutia, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because what it says is the larger things you've kind of got a handle on. So they're looking at nitpicky things. So don't be too beat down. Now there are some like older artists and maybe some editors that are just needlessly brutal, almost to the point of just being personally insulting, and there's no need for that. But if somebody's doing that to you, just okay, well, thank you for your time, and try to get some more. So you want to, if you're going around showing things to artists, try to see what the things that are everybody's commenting on. Like if there's one thing, like your line weights or your perspective, they're all saying that, then that's probably something you need to work on. But don't be afraid to go around and show your stuff. You have to do it. You got to get used to critique. That's what makes you better. So anyway, that's all for today. I've got to get back to work. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I also upload it to Facebook, so share. Those things help. And I'll see you tomorrow.